One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arizona State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. So Houston's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Wide open downfield. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Toner. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams,
turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Houston wants to play fast.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Gutierrez. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Newsome. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, what a move to get open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets enough. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Plows through the defense. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. First and goal for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Trying to barrel in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
It's just so nice to have a signal back who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Houston going up tempo.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. There he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. On the run, it's Townsend. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be changing the route. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got his man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gutierrez. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newsome. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Toner. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. Holds it in on the left. Off to the races. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Brings up second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets away from one. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gutierrez. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
22 water. 22 water.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newsome. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Dead center, perfect.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Set to kick it away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gutierrez. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense wants to bring the heat. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They kick it away on 4th down. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it downfield, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Gonna run it. It's Newsome. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Gutierrez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Cougars! Precision blocking up front created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Toner. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 35, he's open. There we go. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving away from pressure.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 20 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Toner. Gets it past the marker. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to pass it. He's got him. Finds a seam. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
56, Houston, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's quick. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. There he goes. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They just keep firing. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give them as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Swings it out to his running back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Oh, he makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.